Hi, and welcome to Campus Mortgage, the mortgage industry's leading provider of underwriting, processing, quality control, servicing, and closing training. Before we get started, please take a moment to read Campus Mortgage's disclaimer, and keep in mind the information contained in this video is time sensitive and subject to change without notice. So let's get started. Today, we will be discussing part one of a three-part video series, which will cover Freddie Mac's student loan calculation updates. Some of you may be asking yourself, what is a student loan? A student loan is a type of loan that a student can get to go towards their education or living expenses while they're getting their education. Examples would include books, tuition, living expenses, etc. Let's go ahead and go over what requirements have been revised and what the differences are from the old to the newly revised guideline. For example, the old way to prove a student loan monthly debt, the borrower had to provide some sort of documentation to prove what they were paying per month to repay that loan. Now, with the new revision, we do not have to, as an underwriter, ask for any type of documentation. You're just going to look at the credit report and you're going to either go off the original loan balance if there is no payment listed, or go off the provided amount on the credit report. One thing to keep in mind here is if the credit report does not show a monthly payment amount and there is a current balance and the original balance, you're going to use whichever is the greatest balance to do your monthly calculation. The rationale behind these revisions is to better assist our borrowers. So the old requirement was that the loan payment would be fully amortized on a fully 30-year term, and that would provide our payment amount. However, with the new revised guideline, we can now also provide that same fully amortized way to find the payment amount, or we can now offer the income-driven repayment plan. Now, some of you may be asking, what are income-driven repayment plans? Let's talk about that for a second. Basically, what income-driven repayment plans are doing for the borrowers, they're offering these loans to be certification of a monthly payment amount each year. By doing this, they're reducing the shock of potential payment shock. The borrower is still given the benefit of using a lower monthly payment amount than what would be required under the traditional fully amortized repayment plan. Also, another thing to point out that's been revised is that it is no longer required for the borrower to provide any type of documentation if the payment amount is not on the credit report. So, me being an underwriter, that is a huge revision requirement that helps the underwriter out as well. That concludes part one of this three-part video series. For more tips, videos, and for a full list of courses offered by Campus Mortgage, please visit our website at www.campusmortgage.org. Thank you, and as always, make it a great day.